Good morning. Welcome to BCB Live, an exciting show for you here today. Hey, Drive Safe Dave. We're going to start at first, though, with what's going on in the Pacific Northwest as we see some devastation on the rain, devastation all over that place. You know, flooding going on, and our prayers go out to everybody in that area.
Yeah, no, first they have a big drought, right? They got a lot of going on, and then all of a sudden now they're getting pounded by continuous rain. I think it's been going on for several weeks. And then the big deluge that happened over the last couple of days. And here it is, I think one dead so far. I think that so far that they know of. But hundreds, there were some very great videos of rescues by helicopter of people stranded due to the high water. Pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, you know, I love when we see Americans going out there and saving other people, saving their own, you know, saving human life. Much like what we talk about on the show, it's about protecting life. Here we get to see it in action, people with their fishing boats going out, saving people, helicopters going down, saving people in these flash floods that are going on, bringing the babies up, bringing the families up. You have the end dumps going into these houses as well, rescuing folks from these high waters. And when this rain happens like this, when flash floods occur, we talk about it all the time, the power, the kind of surprise. Once it crests, Drive Safe.
Yeah, and people really don't understand the amount of power that truly goes with water as it either moves across the surface or moving water whatsoever. It doesn't take very much at all to push a vehicle off the road. And if it ever gets sideways on a vehicle, it can definitely overcome whatever. And you know what? Water is so heavy. And as it moves, it is a force to be reckoned with, and it's very dangerous for people out there on the road.
Yeah, 40 inches of rain in the last 31 days. Trucks and trailers just blown over everywhere. As we saw 13 trailers blown over. And here's some videos as well, just a reminder of the power of the wind.
Yeah, and you've got to recognize, and we talk about it, we got to recognize what's going on when you're out there and how dangerous and how difficult it can be when you're in the wind. Make sure that you either shut it down, find a place or a safe haven or what have you. But I'll tell you what, this guy pulled out of this one quickly. But you've got to make sure that you understand you can be pushed over. You can be knocked over. You do not have all the weight in the world. You will get pushed over.
When you do get off that road, what are some things you need to be, if you can, how do you need to place that tractor and trailer?
You know, you can do a couple of things. You can place either your tail or your nose into the wind and get the sail out of the side, right? And put it away so that you're not being pushed left or right, but that you're got a kind of a north-south move on that wind. And you can put the tail or the nose on there. If it's very, very cold wind, you know, they always want you to put the trailer there because you don't want to freeze up the front of the tractor. But if it's just a high wind, you can always nose into it and see what's coming.
It's been a crazy year. You know, it's been a hell of a year. Isn't that the old country song that's been Parker's song, right? It's been a hell of a year, and it really has. When you go to these airlines, it happened again, Southwest Airlines. You know, the lady got taken to the hospital after being punched in the head by a passenger, and we remind you to pack your patience. Right? Not punch your patience. You pack your patience because it's out of control. You know, these masks that we're mandated to wear right now, it's wearing on us as humans, I think. But you got to remain calm. You have to pack your patience on the road, in an airplane, anything like that.
Look, you're talking about something so very important, and we're talking about courtesy, we're talking about kindness, and we're talking about respect.
In this first one, the driver sent this one in. This is an autonomous truck that is out there rolling. Just took a little video on the road. And so we're showing that. And one of the things I noticed is his space distance is very good there, and it doesn't seem to waver very much. Very good space management by the autonomous truck.
Yeah, this is interesting, too. See it in action out there on the road, and do you drive by and wave, or do you pretend you're waving, or what is it you do?
This is actually Waymo, the people we had on a number of weeks ago. So they have somebody in the
There's actually two people, and there's one guy in the driver's seat, with the computer.
Asleep in the driver's seat, right? He's actually hanging out. He's kind of like kicked back, relaxed, got the cruise out, got it going on, and I would say, do you think he texts? I'm just asking. I'm just going out on. I'm gonna say. Do you think the Waymo driver, or it's not really a driver, he's more of a
attendant,
actually text and drive? I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna say it's not a good idea, But what do you do? Next one.
Next one. Hey, it starts out really good here. We got great space and distance, and we have to keep that no matter what the speed is. Traffic starts slowing down, lots of lane, and then we see that quick lane change. Just hate seeing that. We have to keep that distance and be aware of it. As Buckle Up Bob points out all the time, when we jump over into a lane like that, statistically, 1 out of 5 is going to join us. So we really have to be aware of what's going on when we move a lane over. This is a great one here. Big picture and courtesy. We're coming up to a stoplight. The truck is doing a great job of slowing down for the stoplight, and then we see a car up here that's starting to change lanes, and he even slows down, backs off a little bit more. It shows some courtesy and lets the car come over a couple lanes, and it's just a great job by that driver there with courtesy and patience.
Right, and as we look at this, I'm thinking he's in the left turn lane and realizes, you know what, I don't want to actually turn left here. And I don't really want to go straight. I think I might be trying to make a right-hand turn from the left-hand turn lane. Very concerning at the intersection, what's going on here. Would anybody concur with that assessment of what's happening here?
Yeah.
Looks like we have you know what, maybe it's not to the left. Maybe the Burger King is to the right. I'm just saying.
Yeah, maybe I have my phone upside down and I got the directions confused.
I don't think it works like that.
And this one kind of ties in with the last one because intersections are dangerous and not a great way to start a day in this one. But I like showing this because the driver does a great job of slowing down, plenty of room for the first responders, giving those people plenty of room to work and everything. Like I said, intersections are dangerous, and it definitely looks like somebody forgot their patience or got distracted at the intersection, and bad things happen when that happens, Dave.
Yeah, give the respect to the first responders out there. Good stuff.
Okay, and again, we want to keep that distance at any speed, and when we come to a stop, we should be able to see a little.
1001, 1002, 1003.
Yep. But when we come to that stop, we need to keep that space, and we're really tied up on here. So if that truck can't move ahead from us, and we have to change lanes, we're so close up we can't do it. So we really need to, make sure when we come to a stop that we have that space in front of it. And I think you always say, see the pavement, and I think the next video will show us that. So coming up to a stoplight, the driver comes to a dead stop, and we see the pavement between the vehicle and in front of us. It's just a great job there, driver. Just a great job.
And I mentioned the pavement, how important it is to see good pavement. It not only keeps a good safe distance, but it also allows you to have a better visibility of what's going on around the vehicle in front of you. The further back you are, the better able to see what's happening up front. And that's one of the main reasons. Not only do you give that control that area in front of you in case somebody hits you, but also you get that visibility. Because if you're up tight behind a big truck, you can't see anything but the advertisement